Okay, so I think I fixed what was going on yesterday. Really, I think the only problem that was going on yesterday was I actually just hadn't restarted my computer since I actually was working on some pretty heavy editing projects yesterday. And just, the PC basically just needed to turn it off and turn it back on again, and that would just fix everything. Hey, Guardian, how you doing? Kayla, how you doing, everyone? And I did that, ran some tests with, okay, let's just record some stuff, see if the audio has any problems. Okay, everything's fine, and everything worked. So I think it was really just the PC needed a bit of a break, and just turning it off and turning it back on again fixed everything. Hello, Mudkip, how are you doing? Of course, in conjunction with... That's not a shiny one, is it? No, okay. So, in conjunction with all of that, I've been continuing the Eevee shiny hunt, because I actually think, specifically because of the Eevee shiny hunt, that actually is what sort of caused the problems, because I'd been running the replay buffer all day yesterday, pretty much when I wasn't actually working on some edit projects, and sort of all of that building up kind of just clogged up the PC. Now that is fixed, and of course with the Eevee stuff in the meantime, I managed to get myself a zero physical attack shiny Eevee. So, the thing is, that is actually rarer than the marks. Thank you very much, I'm Eddie. Thank you very much for that. Hello, James O. Hello, Viking. You see more? Yeah, no, I haven't seen that, because I kind of don't want to know about that yet. But yeah, I figured out what was going on, and I have fixed it. It has been remedied, and it is good. And everything is now good. So that's good. And again, guys, if you haven't done so already, please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe for more. I think by this time I've actually found the 20 shiny Eevee so far. So, we're not doing terrible, but we're not doing great. I mean, not really. It's mostly that when it comes to things like that, that's kind of illegal for people to have. Like, to have, like, the early access to things because they hacked the system. That's kind of illegal. It's illegal to do. But also, it's, like, not really a non-spoiler person. It's more of the way by which the spoilers are done. Like, if it's thought, if it's theories and things, like, okay, I like, theories, speculation on this is what something could be, and eventually if it hits on, like, basically informed deduction. Okay, that's different than, like, data mining. I guess it's weird. It's weird how that is. Pokemon invited them. Yeah, but they can't reveal anything from there, because Pokemon makes them sign NDAs. If they're revealing anything about that, that's also breaking the law. Which makes me a little sus about that, because it's like when, like, leak channels post leaks on things. Pokemon goes after leaks, genuine leaks, with a vigor you will never see anywhere else. Because things like that do negatively impact sales and negatively impact perception. So, that's one of the other parts. Is that if there are, like, leaks, if they're genuine leaks, Game Freak will shut those down fast. It's like Toho with anything that could potentially be seen as a Godzilla copycat. Even if it's the most thinly veiled, it tries to go through all the hoops to not be seen as the same thing. They will still shut that stuff down in a heartbeat. I remember there was, like, a Honda commercial that had, like, a giant, like, fire-breathing dinosaur in it, and, like, Toho sued Honda over that for, like, the likeness of Godzilla. And Pokemon is the same way with stuff. That is the deal we call messing with the wrong company. That is exactly messing with the wrong company. Hello, Blorb. How are you doing? But yeah, the Eevee shiny hunting continues. In the entirety of yesterday, I found a couple of more shinies. Of course, more shiny Eevee, but also shiny Mudbray, among others. There's been a wealth of shinies we have found. This thing, I believe, has a 2 or 3 base speed stat, so it's actually like pretty good for Trick Room. Of course, one of my other no good zero attack shiny Eevee. I still need to check your IVs. Actually, no, you're not good. You're not worth keeping because you don't even have a zero attack and you don't even have 0 speed, so you would not be worth keeping. Throat is still sliding. Hello, Landon. How are you doing? Hope you're doing well, Landon. I would recommend not speaking and drinking a lot of water. That generally helps with like my throat whenever it's sore. Also, maybe those like Ricola throat lozenges helps. And honey. Honey is very, very helpful when it comes to sore throats. Nintendo is the company that you do not want to ever... Yep. Exactly. Yeah, that's why whenever there's, like, leaks of Pokemon and stuff, I generally have an insanely close skeptical eye. Because when genuine Pokemon leaks happen, those things get hammered by Nintendo and Game Freak. Like, you would not believe. Like, I remember there was one guy that made, like, a fan game or made some sort of, like, fan thing. And they hit it with, like, such a huge lawsuit, the dude would never be able to pay it off. It's kind of insane, like, how aggro Game Freak does. That's a fact. Even though Gary Bowser wasn't a leaker, it still worked. Gary Bowser. Right, Doug Bowser's the guy that's in Nintendo of America. Gary Bowser's the guy that made the fan game. I still do love that the guy in charge of Nintendo of America, his name is actually Bowser. That's how you do it right. It's just like there's a company that someone I know works for called like Stark Tech. And yes, there actually is a person there named Tony Stark that works there. He's like an intern, but it's like, yeah, there's a guy there named Tony Stark that works at Stark Tech. Oh, that's hiring. That's how you do hiring. Nintendo of Italy needs a Mario if it doesn't. No, Mario or Luigi. That works. There probably really isn't a Nintendo of Italy. It's probably more like Nintendo of Europe. More than anything, because you gotta remember, when it comes to subdivisions like that, it's you go where the major markets are. You go to where the major, like, that's the reason why there's specifically Nintendo of America, because America is a huge market for Nintendo stuff. You know, of course, Nintendo is just Japan. But you got a place like, say, I don't know, like Nintendo of Canada. There really isn't a Nintendo of Canada, because I mean that's sort of part of America. It's kind of like it's treated in the same vein as like they get the derivative from there. But there's no like specifically Nintendo of France, Nintendo of Germany, to my knowledge. Co-owned by a Luigi and a Mario. Yes, exactly. What? We can't do things like Union Circle sandwiches, Sonny. We've mentioned this many times before. It crashes the game. Let's go get our shiny Eevee. But yeah, unfortunately, title power doesn't actually stack with the marks, unfortunately. That's not how the marks work. So this is the way the marks work. The event marks have a 1 in 20 shot. of getting an event marked for a boosted mark, but total power does not affect them. And it is a 5% chance of getting one of the marks. So really, it's a 1.25% chance of actually getting the mark you want, so it's a 1 in 80 shot of getting the one you actually want. The other Europeans are I mean, it's more so. Yeah, I mean that also the case. Yeah, it's again the way it works. Again, it's probably like Nintendo of Europe, not really Nintendo of specific countries in the same way it is for America. Because we often forget how massive of a market for gaming stuff America is in isolation. And, like, how massive a market, like, Japan in isolation is compared to, like, everything else. It's, I think, in total, still 40 months and 4 months. Well, again, it's, the reason why Blorb is it's a principle. The principle is to discourage people from copying and doing things with the IP when not licensed. Because if they only, like, did, like, a small fine, then much larger game development studios, they could do things with the IP, make a crap ton of money, and then, oh, well, here's, you know, a small fine of, like, you know, a few $1,000s. That's nothing to them. That's chump change. It's basically principle. It's to set a precedent, essentially. Because when it comes to business, you can't be soft. You cannot be soft. Yeah, it's very, very common. It's for sort of a similar reason why studios and, like, very, very large development teams can't really, like, converse with the community because they needed to keep everything official. Like, it's the reason why you don't have things like Pokemon Company commenting on, like, understanding the performance issues and the frustration players have. Because everything needs to be done through official things. And anything like that could negatively reflect on them, and they try to control things like that. It's... The very stiffly official things are problematic, but there are reasons why they're done. Yeah, again, because if it was smaller, then other, like, actual companies would be more inclined to actually copy the Nintendo stuff and actually, like, steal our stuff. They gotta bring down the hammer pretty hard, or else people will keep just basically stealing the IP. Eevee was part of the hacker group that sold chips that allowed pirated games to be played. Wow. Yeah, I'm wondering when Nintendo's gonna get back on making their systems, like, shut down after, if like, a pirated copy happens. I remember there were some games, I remember, like, the SNES or the Super Nintendo, or SNES or the regular NES, where if it wasn't an official licensed version of the game, it wouldn't point out that you were hacking or using an illegal copy. It would just lock you into like an endless boss fight. And I think for, like, Chrono Trigger, it would lock you into an infinite loading screen, and there was no way of getting past it. And I'm just thinking, like, that is brilliant. How would they track it, especially with today's modern technology? Well, the thing is, all you need to know is just basically build in something that's a check. Like, you need to put in, like, a hack check, which they actually can do pretty easily. I wonder if you can buy the lockout chips for the SNES. You probably could. I mean, probably also make them. Like, I think at this point, reverse engineering those lockout chips would be relatively easy considering the technology they had at the time. But of course, the modern lockout chips would be a lot harder to do anything with. Nintendo make it work. Probably ways to bypass. Well, yeah, you gotta remember, the technology to bypass those things exists, but the dev teams are also more aware of how people are going to be bypassing things. They can counter that for it. You could easily reverse engineer. Yeah, you could do that, which is actually, that's one of the things about technology that just fascinates me the most, is reverse engineering, like, programming and things like that. Because I don't know a dang thing about computer programming. Nice! Nice Decidueye. Very nice. Very nice. We are still on the shiny Eevee. The video on Hisuian Samurott counter raid, or as I am preferring to call, I prefer to call Hisuian Samurott either Shamurott or Hammerott. Which one do you guys like more? Shamurott or Hammerott? I'll leave that up to you, the viewers. Checking integrated circuit is the name of IC. Take everything you say with a cubic foot. See, I take everything with a single metric Carthage worth of salt, Blorb. Even though, yes, I know that the Romans didn't actually salt Carthage. But historical means, number one. Scammerot. Well, no, it's Shamurott because Samurott Hisui, so S slide in the H, Sham, or Hammerott as in, you know, Hisui and Samurott. It's the same way that I do, like, Typhlosion, like Hyphlosion, or whenever it comes to, like, regional variants of Pokemon, generally there's, like, a shortened naming scheme for everything. Like, even for, like, different forms. Like, with Rotom, there's names for all of them, like Motom, Wash Rotom, and there's abbreviations for all of them that's just for ease of saying. And with the regional variant, it's basically just stick the front letter of the thing in place where the first letter is. Like, I call Galarian Articuno, I call it Gardecuno. Galarian Zapdos is Gyarados. Galarian Moltres is Goltrays. Alolan Nails is just A9. Alolan Raichu is A2. But it's generally, like, naming schemes like that are applied to Pokemon just for ease of saying. Yeah, Glowpoke, exactly. Glowpoke, Glowking, Gyarados, Gardecuno, Goltrays. Galarian Mr. Mime really doesn't have one, because you don't really see Galarian Mr. Mime that much. You don't really see Mr. Mime that much. He's Mr. Gime. Mr. Gime. I think that works well. Goodra? Nah, assuming that doesn't really work for Goodra. Hello there, Pokemon boy. How are you doing? I don't even know how to pronounce that AE thing, Blorb. I think it's like, that's like Norse or something, is it? Oh, no, I think that's like Latin, because I know like Kaiser has. I guess in Latin it was pronounced I. So I guess it would be Executor. How you doing, Pokemon boy? Again, guys, please don't forget to leave a like and need, ooh, nice Shining Blue. One of the months go grab Shining Blue today. How goes the Jirachi quest? I don't care if it's one character or if it's both. I don't know what the name of that, like, symbol even means. Like, what the name of it is. Because I've seen it. One is the best. Oh my gosh, I'm not getting close to say that. But also, because of the technical difficulties that we experienced last night, I was able to finish exporting the entirety of the 1-year Shiny Hunt compilation. I would like you guys to, at the very least, Shiny Eevee! I mean, I guess Eevee wants to, Eevee is a significant part of that Shiny compilation. I want you guys to guess actually how many shinies we had in that entire compilation last year. And let's get this little sparkly thing. Quickly. Guys are going well. We beat the game. Now we're ready for Mountain Battle. But people want me to use an all shiny team, so we're going to do this all. You're crazy, dude. Johnny Blue, you're crazy. I certainly hope Starmie is a part of that team. Because actually, Shining Blue, would you mind recording, like, I'm going to be doing something with Mount Battle in the future, and I don't have access to my XE Gala Darkness or Coliseum because I don't have a GameCube. But would I be able to use your footage for the Mount Battle stuff and things? Like, because I need, like, the big boss battle thingies. It is not. We have all books in Trapinch at the moment. My armada of GameCubes got going are interesting. Son of a, you're not marked. Well, we are now at 20. We're 20 Eevee. Thank you. Yeah, I'll send a little bit more, like, the specifications, like, the things. But, yeah, I'm doing something with Mount Battle in the future. If you saw the big Battle Frontier video thing we put out a few days ago, the big hour and 7-minute long thing, it kind of is a bit of a derivative of that. And I really didn't want to have to use, like, just still screenshots for Mount Battle. It's like, I was like, I need to find some way of getting footage for it. And I know that, like, the Dolphin emulator, like, runs, like, just garbage. It's so intensive for things. Hello, Jesse, how you doing? So it's like an actual proper GameCube capture system for that would be, like, absolutely... Yagorsala... Exactly. It's like, that's the Alola, the other things. Yeah, AWAC. I mean, was AWAC or Arawak for Alola and Marowak? Really, there's nothing really for Alolan Muck. It's just a Muck. Yeah, for some of the Alolan ones, like, this name is short, it's like Alolan Marowak, Alolan Muck, Alolan Persian. It's like there's just a Persian. A Muck. Nothing to that. Yeah, there are some shorthands for Pokemon things. Well, none of the common ones have a shorthand. Like, even when it comes to specific teams of Pokemon, like a Gyarados and Electivire, that was always referred to as Garavire. Just as shorthand because it was such a common para. Whimsicott Terrakion was Terracotta. I'm gonna call Silvally AA. Why is Silvally AA? I don't track that. I don't track that logic. Many thanks. Yeah. The battle facilities are certainly something. Alola. It's not really Arceus. It's meant to sort of have a similar, like, function, but it's a human-made chimera. RKS. That's the reason why its ability is RKS systems. That's, like, basically RKS have. I mean, it was by design, both from a meta-contextual perspective and an in-game perspective, that it was designed to have that same ability. But it's also, like, Diet Arceus. Arceus Light. Yeah, 95 base stats for everything, as opposed to 120. I remember they actually had to come out and say officially, yes, Silvally is a legendary Pokemon. Because I believe they also had to say Type Null is also a legendary Pokemon. A lot of that was like, no, we had to actually confirm this is a thing. Not looking forward to having a shiny on that thing. Because that thing is always full odds back in Ultra Sun. In all games, that is full odds at all times. But you can't shiny on for it in Sword and Shield. You can only hunt for it in the Gen 7 games. it's not going to be a fun hunt. I'm hoping that when the DLC comes out, you'll be able to get it that way in here. And AA batteries are inferior to car batteries. The nickname still stands. I mean, a lot of things are inferior to car batteries when it comes to batteries. Car batteries are just kind of built different. Hog. So, the way that you can keep the Eevee event is just don't connect to the internet. If you connect to the internet at any time after an event ends, you will lose the event. But if you don't connect to the internet, you can still preserve it. It's actually something that a lot of people did with things like the Blissey Raid event, where they just farmed up a whole bunch of Terra Shards doing that, and just keeping the event as long as they want. No, we do not do Union Circles. We don't do Union Circles normally because it's way too much strain on the game. It will cause the game to crash out very frequently. But also, connecting to the internet would actually override the Eevee event. So that way we would no longer have the Eevee event. But yeah, that's something that I generally do when it comes to really valuable events. I just simply don't connect to the internet again, so I can keep farming the event for different purposes. The Blissey event, I did that to just get a whole bunch of Terra Shards. And I tried doing that with some of the very, very easy solo level 7 raids, just to farm good resources. But then they made it so that you only get good rewards on the first time through. And it's like, okay, not worth doing. And then I just stopped saving those. So I could reliably solo Hisui and Typhlosion, but it just didn't give out enough rewards. It was just like, I think, like 3 calcium, which I could just get those easily from other methods, just running my my turbo control and just battle the Ace Academy tournament, just passively, and get even more things than just 3 calcium that way. So there's just no purpose in keeping it. So I think I'm already at max 999 fire Terra Shards. If not, I'm pretty close to that. Also, guys, again, please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe for more. We are going to be doing a shiny giveaway in a few weeks. And that's going to be happening pretty much around the release of the DLC. So that's something to look forward to. The battery is even tastes better. Seriously? Also, my lawyer told me. But yeah, Eevee has finally... well, actually, as of yesterday, Eevee has surpassed Deerling as our most numerous shinies encountered. We have now 20 shiny Eevee. We have fully completed the shiny Eevee family 2 times over. Another shiny Eevee! Red was talking about it! Please be the marked one, but because we still haven't actually found the marked intellectual one yet, and that's all I want, is that marked bookworm Scarlet. 21. Leave a like and subscribe for the shiny Eevee. All the spare ones go in the shiny giveaway bin too. So it's like any extras there. Never need to apologize for that, B, but also I hope you are doing well. Hope you're okay. What happened to... Why'd you have to go to the ER? The level matches the number. Yeah, it does. And Eevee are attracted to the Luigi. Eevee out of the party. Another shiny out of the pile. Another shiny out of the collection. Yeah, I'm only going to be keeping any of these Eevee if they have like a 0 physical attack IV, or if they're the marked ones. So, other than that, they just get thrown in the giveaway bin. The giveaway bin is going to be probably like 10% shiny Eevee by the time it actually happens. So I'm just going to need to... The good thing is I still have my Scarlet version connected to the Eevee event. So I have both of my games on the present Eevee, the former Eevee event. So, if the time comes where I do need to go do the Hisui and Samurott event, the Shamurott event, or Hammerot event, I can just connect to the internet on this one, preserve the Eevee event in my Scarlet version, and hunt on Scarlet. which probably is the better plan. Plus also a good backup just in the event that my Herba Mystica stockpile in this game ever runs out. Which, if my Herba Mystica stockpile does run out, that's not going to be good. My cat knocked over the dresser and hit my brother in the... Oh, that's not good. Spam wah. Do not spam wah. Do not spam the chat. Alright, picnic. Yeah, and Laura has a bone to pick with me. Wow. Context blorb. Very, very context. Yeah, glad to hear your brother's okay. That is, that's... I've never had a dresser fall on me, but I imagine that would be incredibly scary. Alright, that... Again with sandwich. Let's reposition. Alright, let's go check to see if this one is the marked. Not. None of them are ever marked. None of them. I had to move over to a different box of actually shiny so many. Very good and best. Ew. Not what we were looking for. I've gotten 2 shiny Eevee that have a 0 physical attack IV, which is actually the ideal one. If the shinies are attracted to the wild, then why? I don't see... Okay, fine. Alright, Jared, your logic is unbeatable. You wah. Your logic is flawless. That is some semi-logic. Semi-logicing. Yeah, so there's no real need for me to using counter power for the sandwiches. Because there's a lot of normal types around here. And we're self-contained to the areas of spawns anyway, so there's really no reason for counter power sandwiches. I saw someone on the internet, somebody had gone to the bathroom and that's scary. You wad. Dr. J Redman guy? Mr. J Radman guy. The game still just spams out the tablecloths. I find that funny. I don't know, like, the flickering of the tablecloths always amuses me. And I don't know why. It just really, really does. I am hoping the Indigo Disc is going to be significantly more stable. Kitakami is actually relatively stable, but mainland Paldea not exactly known for its stability. Your flawless logic. Exactly. Your logic is without flaw. What are you doing? You know what I'd love to keep this bit running? I have to go pick up a part. That's a little scary. I don't stand on now. Stepping in case if you're concerned off the cases. Y'all, I mean, also the good thing with the catch power is actually easier to catch the Eevee. Because Eevee does actually have a weirdly low catch rate for what it is. It's as hard to catch as a pseudo-legendary. So, catch power does actually help slightly. Oh, and Deerling's trying to reclaim its spot as the #1 shiny on the thing. Deerling is trying to reclaim its spot. I'm trying to deal. I hate this thing. I freaking hate this thing. That's the worry about hunting on mainland Paldea, is I can get Deerling. Exactly, it's freaking deer salad. Not too scary, honestly, just replacement, gas caps, all the intermittent. Okay. Car thing. See, I know nothing about cars. I swear if this Eevee is... I swear if this freaking Deerling has a mark, I'm gonna lose it. Son of a freaking thing, I hate you, dearling. We can't get marked Eevee, but we can get marked dearling. This is why I hate dearling. I think that's up to what? 16? We're making a sandwich. What? You don't need to put the top piece of bread on. The top bread does not need to be added, and if anything, the top bread can actually ruin sandwiches. A lot of them are fairly unstable, and putting the top bread on can just cause the whole thing to fall over. So it really isn't necessary, because people have actually, like, people have done that experimentally, where they have compared the effects you get with and without the top bread, and I think in almost every case, the top bread does not actually help. There's a few instances where I do believe the top bread is necessary for certain effects. Like, I think there is one sandwich where if you don't put on the top bread, you get, like, catch power or EXP power, but if you do add the top bread, it's like counter power. But I believe that is one specific sandwich. And even though it's only like anecdotal, I haven't actually seen what the sandwich actually is. It makes me like it's on. Yeah. Basically, it's... You'd basically, in 99.99% of conditions, you don't need the top bread, and it's actually more of a detriment than anything to put it on. Because I used to be, like, religious about putting the top bread on for OCD purposes. But when it just kept messing sandwiches up, I was like, I'm not doing this anymore. It's not worth it. There is no need for top bread. There's no need for top bread. I actually think in the last... the last 3 days, I think we've already gotten over 10 shinies for the living for the shiny... for the shiny reaction compilation. So, we're basically already well over track for our shiny, like, reaction compilation thing. Because I've gone through, basically adding, because remember, I finished editing the entire shiny reaction compilation, which, freaking heck, that thing took way longer to export than it has any right to. It was, that thing was over 4 hours long. That entire thing. Whatever Christmas lights the best. I like the super vibrant rainbow one, but hate the more pastel version of the same thing. I don't know. I don't... Yeah, I've never actually thought about that. The white clothing one worked. I mean, the rainbow one's the classics, so can't really go wrong with the classic rainbow ones. Rorbinator on the opponent. One of the creatures bit my arm. What bit your arm? What bit your arm, Jade? I am concerned. I am very concerned. That could mean rabies. I want to get that checked out. Stuff biting you is not normal and not good. I feel like the rainbow one's probably the best ones. How do you get banned from Wikipedia, Blorb? That's very concerning. Yeah, there's really no reason for us to go for encounter power normal. Hey, thank you very much for this subscribe there, Amy Grady. Thank you very much. Yeah, there really isn't much of a reason for us to go for encounter power sandwiches, because there's already a lot of normal types around here, and this kind of messes things up. When editing. By stating the scooters are deadly ankle weapons. You are not wrong on that, Blorb. That is actually a correct statement. Having had a scooter, I can formally attest to that. Nope, none of those are shiny, unfortunately. None of those are sparkling. Because Eevee wants to be an actual Giga Cloud and refuse to actually sparkle. Which is kind of infuriating. But we're gonna find it eventually. We're gonna find our shiny marked Eevee eventually. Nope. Yeah, I think what I'm probably gonna be doing is I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna basically like stay almost stationary and just move a little bit. Because you want to be far enough away from the outbreak that the spawns spawn in for the outbreak, but not so far away that it doesn't... Because you can't really be right on top of the outbreak when stuff spawns in, because otherwise it just doesn't load. It's very, very weird. The way that the game actually handles, well, spawning things in after you make a picnic is very, very, very dumb, but that's how it works. Editing the Adidas Predator article. I like that learning on the bad as well. I mean, it probably wouldn't be a good idea to keep editing though, Blorb. Might be a good idea to like not do that just for purposes. Adidas Predator. What the freak is the Adidas Predator? I've never heard of that thing. I've also tampered with the Robinson Fruits wiki. I have no idea what any of those things are, Blorb, and I'm not just mildly concerned, I'm gravely concerned at this point. I am heavily and gravely concerned. But yeah, as usual, we're on our early Tuesday streams. Not sure how long today's actually gonna be, because I do have some more recording and things to do. But there will be another episode of Mario Wonder up later tonight. Probably actually going to work on the Samurott video, because holy snaps, there's a lot of stuff that you can use against the Samurott raids, and it's really, really fun. Yeah, the Shamurott raids are gonna be pretty easy, because it's just single target damage, and unlike Decidueye, which actually has like decent amounts of bulk and actually has bulk up, Sweet and Samurott really doesn't get much. There's some pretty fun things you can do to clown on Hisui and Samurott. There's some fun things you can do. Let's get going. But yeah, I'm gonna try and be a bit more comprehensive with this guide than I was with some of the previous. I mean, not that my other guides weren't comprehensive, but I'm gonna try and go into a little bit more detail with each of the counters, in order to section it out by, okay, these are the physical counters, these are the special counters, these are the setup counters, these are the tanks, and try and do a little bit with that, so just figure stuff out, get some ideas, some stuff and things. As long as you can get past the insanity that is the Hisui and Samurott's sharpness ability, it should be pretty fine. Because I think it's going to have almost exclusively sharpness boosting moves. So things like Aerial Ace, and Aerial Ace, X Scissor. I don't think it's going to have Mega Horn, because Mega Horn and Sharpness boosted X's are actually the exact same power. They hit for identical amounts of damage. So there'd be no reason for them actually to do that. Then again, they didn't give Hisuian Typhlosion. They didn't give Hisuian Typhlo. That was the thing. But we'll see. We'll find out and we'll see. Hello, Silazar. Hope you're lizarding. It is XLR8. Kind of confused how Oshawott evolves into Samurott. It looks very different. Well, it's an otter. I feel like it should be in Ohio and not for the Midwest. You're correct on that. I've been to Chicago. I agree with that statement, Mr. Orb. Just remember, if you ever question evolutions, B, just remember, there is a revolver fish Pokemon that turns into a tank. Just remember that. It's not meant to make sense. Hey, welcome in, Forehead. Hey, Forehead, we found another one of these stupid things. We found another one of these horrible nightmare abominations. But how is the Forehead, our dear friend, the Forehead Queen? One of the mods do exclamation mark Ash, by the way. You actual Giga Forehead. Ash, if I was spoon-fed, I'd have this frickin' shiny marked Eevee already. Don't you heckin' even. Don't you even freaking heckin' start. Don't you even. Alright? Don't even. Or do I need to break out the floor polisher? Yeah, it has been 9 months. I will start if I wanna. Alright then, it's time to break out the floor polisher. I know how much you're a big fan of the floor polisher. What? No, no floor polisher. See again, remember Ash, I always win. You can try whatever you want, but I always win. I always win. It's fun to win. It's always fun. Well, see, that doesn't sound like a me problem, Ash. That sounds like a you problem. That's what happens when you antagonize. You know the consequences, and yet you persist. That sounds like a clinical skill issue. Hello, Archer, how are you doing? I got blocked indefinitely. Of course, Blorb, I'm not surprised by that. Oh, I'm one or two wrongful letters away from being banned. Well, I mean, hey, someone got banned and it wasn't Ash bringing the hammer down. I'm officially banned from Wikipedia. Nice plug. I'm doing okay, Archer. Still detesting Eevee for not giving me the shiny mark intellectual Eevee yet. But we're still working. We are still working. Yes, Forehead. Yes, our dear friend, the Forehead Queen Ash. I'm listening. Yeah, I always listen. I was using, I can't hear you through the typing. Unless you mean look here. I thought it was a shiny Eevee, but no, it was flowers. Stupid flowers! Oh yeah, this computer's good at intellectual marked Pikachu. No, because Pikachu is smooth brain. Unless it's either Raichu form. That hits the big Pikachu. I can't hear you through the typing. Okay, Shorty. Sounds good, Shorty. Sounds good, Shorty. No, Kanto Raichu. Kanto Raichu is better Raichu. No. We're not stopping. Forehead, you're always angry, Shorty. Angry small intensifies. Angry small, as always, intensifies. But Ash, I thought you were a fan of Star Wars. The mark doesn't exist. I mean, I've seen people with it. I've seen people having that intellectual marked shiny Eevee. So it does exist. It exists. We just need to find it. We just gotta hunt it down. Alolan Raichu doesn't have Levitate, it's Surge Surfer. Hello there, Hockey. How are you doing? One of the mods go grab Bros and Shows link, please. Hope you're doing very, very well. Yeah, no, it's only about his Surge Surfer. That's one of the reasons why I say regular Kanto Raichu is a little bit better, because Kanto Raichu does see a lot of high-tier competitive use because an electric redirector with Lightning Rod and Fake Out. Alolan Raichu is literally just Zoom, but in a lot of cases that can be accomplished better with things like Tailwind Whimsicott. The Hunt. Okay, one of my friends literally just sent me a DM in Discord. Does your knowledge of rocks extend to tectonic plates? Please allow me 1 minute to just see what this is about. For those who don't know, I am a geologist by study. Wait, what? Yeah, no. Its natural ability is Surge Surfer. It's never gotten Levitate. I have to see what this is about. Makes sense since you're a rock type. Well, that means I don't take any recoil damage when I bash my head into things, Ash. Because my preferred way of getting through problems is literally ram my skull into the wall until the wall breaks down. So that math checks out, Forehead. After all, needs a big skull to protect this big brain. Let's think about rocks. I mean, I feel like geology could apply. Exactly. See, exactly, Bros and Shows. You understand. It does. Exactly. Just remember, never insult the geologist. You never know when you might need them. You never know when you need a rock expert. So after all, the world we live on. What is Earth, if not one singular, large rock? Don't bully the geologists. Don't bully the geologists. No, not Brock. Steven Stone is better than Brock. Fun fact about Steven Stone, and actually Brock, I believe it is in the French version of Pokemon. Brock and Steven, and I believe one other character. I think it's Rourke. All have the same first name, so it's like, I think it's Pierre is like the first name, or Peter, and in the French words, I believe they all have to go by like their last name, like their last initial or something like that. They have like an additional thing to their name, so it specifies who they are, because they have the exact same name. I freaking love that. If 19 shiny Artisan Poltergeist, I got a second shiny counterfeit form. Yeah, if you were doing outbreaks, I believe all outbreak Poltergeist are authentic. I believe that is just like the default. I actually think counterfeit Poltergeist is the less common one, unless you do Masuda breeding. Dang it, I can't. Yeah, Wikipedia probably IP bans you. That's not like an IP ban thing. My wiki vandal wasn't doing outbreaks? Maybe it's just overworld spawns in general for it. Interesting. That's very, very weird. But I don't question it. I just don't question things. Okay. Hello, Rosie. How goes you? How goes the Rosie? How goes the Rosie? Glad everyone is doing well. Glad everybody is doing well. Glad to hear. But yeah, it's gonna be interesting to... It's gonna be very interesting. I need to go back. I need to actually start uploading the rest of the shiny compilations. So I can actually delete all of those. Also, I'm going to need to start editing all of the shiny reaction clips I have, so I can delete those and make more space on my PC. What's your favorite Nightbot? Why is that? Because Ash made a command that makes Nightbot say that. And the reason the Forehead made a command that says that is because until we started the shiny Eevee hunt, the most numerous shiny we have encountered is shiny Deerling. Just, we literally stumbled upon it time after time after time after time after time after time, and the Forehead made that an in-joke. But now, see, here's the thing, Ash. That joke no longer exists. Because now, Eevee is the greatest number of shinies we've ever found. So your feeble attempt at a bad joke is now dead. And that is what we like to call a tactical victory. So, get wrecked, you actual clown. How does it feel? How does it feel to lose? How does it feel to lose? See, Forehead, just remember, I can delete commands. I can restrict your ability to add new ones. Actual Giga Forehead. What was the issue? Well, what did you? Matt, is this a question? Do I classify? Not really. Oh no, oh, the best part. Oh, tag, don't worry. Oh, don't. Oh, yes, I love it. Oh, it's a side duck. He's duck. It's duckbot. I mean, as managing mod, that's a bad idea. I would disagree on that, Ash. I would say a significant number of your commands have not helped. I would say, oh, tag response. Oh my god, just right now. I'm so sorry. No need to be. It was funny. Like the banter. It is IP ban, but only for one day. Count ban is permanent. My trolling days have not ended. Oh no. I mean, I'm assuming for a site like Wikipedia, they're gonna have more aggressive bans as time progresses. So it might eventually go to full-on IP ban. I am indeed a rockhead. Again, I bash my head into the problem to solve them. Literally just face tank a brick wall is the best way to solve problems. In any Yo, Eevee! Eevee agrees face tanking problems and slamming your face in is the way to go. Also, this is shiny number 23, so the level matches. Listen, spoon-fed, you know. I'm not spoon-fed, Ash. All right? If I was spoon-fed.
If I was truly spoon-fed, I'd already have my shiny marked intellectual Eevee at this point. Okay.
I will stop when... I had hope! It's progress. It's progress. It is a marked shiny Eevee. Okay? It's not the one we're looking for. But it is at the very least progress.
Indeed, ASMR Metamaxes.
I mean, it's not bad. It's progress. Throwing rectangles onto trampoline. It's progress, alright? Ladies and gentlemen, it is progress. And again, it's another shiny reaction to add to the pile for the shiny reaction compilation, which also means more shinies for the giveaway shiny list. So, like, it's not really a loss. It's like, it's a win and it's a loss, but it's more giveaway stuff. Progress is bad. Not always progress is bad. I'm convinced before this. Is it a Nokia brick phone blower? Because if it is, those things are pretty dang indestructible. Like, when Chuck Norris needs a phone, he goes Nokia brick phone. I'm at least glad if I phase on a Deerling, I didn't phase on a Lechonk. Or well, Linkalone. So I can tolerate phasing on Deerling. I can't tolerate phasing on Linkface.
What do you mean, Ash? You don't like whispering? Why do you not like whispers? Do you have some problem with whispers?
Question, is everyone's favorite fast food place? Oh, Five Guys. Five Guys. I mean, is Five Guys like technically fast food? Oh, that's actually a good question. Bye, Ash. Don't worry, Forehead. I'll send you more gifs of your favorite Pokemon Emolga later. After all, we know you love Gen 5. Exactly. Ooh, KFC also a strong option. Hey, Startari, welcome in. Thank you very much for the raid. The Kirby Master 18. That is an epic name. Top tier name right there. But welcome in. The Five Guys, RVs, Chick-fil-A, depending on the category. Yeah, like, you could classify them as a restaurant. You also classify them as, like, an actual fast food place. It's a bit of a difficult thing to classify. But welcome in, guys. Chilling random games and playing. Nice. How is that? How'd that go? Hope that was fun. One of the mods go grab Josh X Tari's link plays. But welcome in, everyone. If you haven't done so already, please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. But we are looking for a shiny, intellectual marked Eevee. We have already gotten over 23. Actually, I think it actually is 23 Eevee shinies so far. And we still have not gotten the intellectual mark. Because I want to get a shiny intellectual mark Glaceon. Because Glaceon is my favorite of the Eevee Spaghetti family. Yeah. So the odds pretty much for me getting it are 1 in 80. I have a 1.25% chance of getting it. And our odds for our hero aren't looking too good. But I am going to be hunting this off-screen, because I have been hunting the thing off-screen, in addition to hunting it on-stream. And I've also got my Pokemon Scarlet version that also has the event on it as well, so I can switch over to that when we go to the Hisuian Samurott raid, because we are going to be making a counter guide for Hisuian Samurott to beat that thing. Or as I like to call it, Shamurott. Pretty good, pretty good, pretty good. Hey, no good special defense. Okay. Yeah, but social. Actually, so Current ribbon or uncommon mark. Wait, is Sleepy one of the boosted ones? Was Sleepy one of the boosted ones? No, no. No, Sleepy wasn't one of the boosted ones. It was... Okay, go. Have a nice day. Thank you very much, Josh. Okay, I like KFC. And there was one random person who found the bumper sticker generate. If Five Guys is so good, where's the sixth guy? You know what? That's a strong bumper sticker right there, Jared. That's a strong bumper sticker right there. Another shiny Eevee to add to the giveaway. Yeah, all of these are for the shiny giveaway. Yeah, look at... Let's just count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. 22, 23, 24, 25. Even more Eevee. 25 Eevee. Even more than I expected.
There's a reason I don't like Eevee.
There's a reason I am Jared. The sixth guy wasn't hard. No, the sixth guy's the cashier. The sixth guy is the cashier. Yeah, Eevee is developing a vendetta. E-Vendetta? VV Vendetta? Penny, I am questioning all of your choices in life. So we are... I'm gonna need to go get some more tomatoes and some more... I'm gonna need more tomatoes and more green bell peppers after this one. Oh no, too busy with person who won't be on the interview. Yeah, the sixth guy is the secret one. He's the delivery man or the cashier. More on a trampoline. Can't stop me. It's amazing. Fair enough. I saved, right? I saved before making the sandwich, correct? I always have to just double, triple. Yes, I saved. I always have to, like, super quadruple check to make sure I save before I make a sandwich. Because it's one of those things that's just automatic. I forget when Kayla! Thank you, Kayla. You are a good friend, Kayla. $10 super chat. Thank you very much for that. Many, many thanks. Pickle, milker. Wing milker. You want to eat the top bread? Brad. Mr. Bread, aka Zed Games. As we call Zed. We call Zed Games Mr. Bread or Bread Games. Or just Mr. Bread Games. So much money. Ah, that's a whole lot of money right there. That's a lot of money. Way too funny. I don't know. I wouldn't say I'm funny. Though I will say when I think it was Anxious Christian said yesterday when Sly Horsey, Christian, and I forget the other person's name, said there's no one funny in Sly's chat, and I just went over to Anxious Christian and he was like, excuse me? I take personal offense to that. My room is a freezer right now. Not good. I actually had something similar to that earlier. Well, earlier this morning, as in, like, literally after midnight. So I can vibe with that. I'm being here and going, thank you, Kayla. This is why we love Kayla. This is why Kayla is top tier friend. But okay. Why does it take so long for the super chats to come through? Like, YouTube, fix that thing. It takes for freaking ever. It takes for freaking ever for that thing to come through. I don't know why. But it is now coming through. Okay. So we are on to Eevee 26 for a shiny. Yes, that is Godzilla. If you can't tell, I'm kind of a big fan of Godzilla. I'm kind of a big fan of Godzilla. That thing, that's Godzilla. That thing's Godzilla. There's a lot of stuff off screen that's Godzilla. There's a lot of Godzilla stuff. There's a significant amount of Godzilla merchandise in the room. You usually swap out the Godzilla figure with Mechagodzilla whenever it comes to our shiny Duraludon hunt. I thought you were a shiny Eevee, Kamala. Get out of the way. You suck, Kamala. If Kamala, if you're gonna at least spawn, at the very least have the common decency to be shiny. Purchase a Godzilla box and generic colored box to become a generic colored box. Very traumatized with the movie Godzilla was watching. Oh yeah, the original one's horrifying. Like the original Godzilla movie is filmed and shot as a horror movie. That's what it's supposed to be. It's the ones after that are like, oh yeah, monsters go fight. But the original one, and even a few of the others which came after, which were like spiritual successors, were filmed in that same way of like being horror movies. So the movie achieved its desired effect. That was what the goal was. I'm horrified that I'm gonna get a shiny Silozar appearing. Like, do not want another shiny Silozar to pop up. I don't get another shiny Deerling. But then again, more dealing, more giveaway stuff. More stuff to give away to our dear friends. But yeah, I'm also going back and I'm actually changing a lot of the thumbnails for some of my old Jenga reaction compilations. Because I realized it was way too difficult to actually see what was on the old ones. So I'm going to make the picture a little bigger. I've got Let's Go Eevee. So where's Eevee? No, that's a bad idea, Blorb. Very bad idea. Would not recommend. Game, stop giving me rain. It actually was raining, well, still is kind of raining here. And it's 36 degrees. So, if it's 36 degrees here on the ground, 36 degrees Fahrenheit. 36 degrees Fahrenheit on the ground. Up in the clouds, that's below freezing. So, imagine you got rain that is colder than ice, that is just pelting you. And you gotta go outside, you know, take out the garbage bins, pull the garbage bins back in, and not fun. It's heckin' frickin' cold. It's frickin' heckin' cold out. That's the reason why Dad was smart when he moved to Las Vegas. I am ready for Thanksgiving. Dang, I got powered on for real for the French Revolution. French Revolution. Ooh. Well, at least there was no guillotines. At least there was no guillotines. Eevee. No shiny Eevee. Gotta walk to school with the weather's bad hair froze. That's not good! But Random, are you... I mean, Thanksgiving is an American thing, so maybe it's non-America? Because non-America viewer? Basically, last Thursday, fourth Thursday of November, big dinner among houses. Also no school for the reason I... Yeah, I know most places, at least from, like, around where I live, you only go to school for the Monday and the Tuesday, and then just, you have this week off, and then you have, like, Wednesday off. And I even know some places where it's, like, the Monday after also have off, because the teachers just don't want to come back on the Sunday, they come back on the Monday. So, that's a thing. Lucking out. Big dinner, exactly. Much food. There's turkey, mashed potatoes, and other food. Corn. Big fan of corn. Yeah, turkey. I mean, I know some places that don't actually have turkey on Thanksgiving, but it's like the traditional Thanksgiving thing. I don't have cranberry sauce, but I know that the people do have cranberry sauce. You got biscuits. Though important to know, do not use a turkey deep fryer to cook the like a deep fryer or a fryer to cook the turkey, because there's a lot of fire hazards that happen with that. It's sort of a, I don't really like to say like a tradition that we do here, but it's something that we always just keep aware of on Thanksgiving, because we live in semi-close proximity to like the firehouse, you know, where all the big fire trucks are, and anytime the fire trucks go out, we can hear the sirens just blaring, and it's sort of a thing that we keep track of, just the amount of times we hear the fire trucks have to be sent out on Thanksgiving. Because people don't know how to properly cook the turkey, and it sends like boiling oil and stuff everywhere over an open flame. And I think you can guess where that happens and leads to. Yeah, I've gotten past mac and cheese. Yeah, mac and cheese happens. That's just the traditional stuff, but any large meal, time spent together. Well, it depends on the family. Again, to quote my uncle, we put the fun in dysfunctional. So, I wouldn't say big dinner with family is a default good thing. I will say it's a thing, but just that it is a thing. Not good, not bad, not even just neutral, it's just a thing. I get the fire truck to my house. The firehouse is literally right down the road. Yeah, I mean, those things are meant to be loud, yeah. But yeah, we hear them, and we just keep, we just keep tabs on how many there are. Just because we know people still don't, you don't like put the deep fryer inside. You have that outside. I think my uncle actually once almost did that. Thankfully, they did it outside far away from the house, but it didn't actually burn anything. It was like not a good state of things. Yes, actually, let me go do that. Probably should go and do the thing really quick. Big dinner with family. Bad, in my opinion. Very introverted. Yeah. Agree, B. Football. I mean, I don't hate football. It's just I don't know a thing about football. We'll stop burning the turkey. Right now, time is 3:50. Which means I have to go do something, like, not... Basically, like, okay, just gotta go outside to do something really quick and then come back inside. So basically, I just not really pause the stream, but like step out for a sec. So I could probably do that in like 10 minutes. Emily has dogs, or you're welcome. Dog. Oh, the dogs love Thanksgiving. Hey, thank you very much for subscribe there, Wicked Ed. Thank you very much for that superior chair stream time. Yes, exactly. Superior. See, the new subscribers agree. Superior chair stream is the way to go. The chair stream is the superior option. Interesting. Most fascinating. Yeah, we get people from all over the world. I mean, it's almost time for superior chair stream. It is almost time for that. I'm so glad that there's no, like... I'm glad the normal flying type in the game is not omnipresent. You don't get spawn interference basically everywhere. Yeah, I mean, yeah, Lechonk and Deerling everywhere, but at least that's over. Hello there, Mudkip. How are you doing? How is the Mudkip? You have a Kipper on deck. How goes the money? I mean, I don't really hate sports. I just don't know a thing about sports. It's 12. Also, the after, so you are about your Pacific time then, I guess. Have a good night, random. Sleep is good. Always sleep. Or sleep is good. Or sleep is a good thing. Picnic. EA Sports. Yeah, EA Sports is the one sport that I will say is bad, because it's EA Sports. Salmon rotation does not look horrible. Okay. See, Mudkip, here's the thing. What's the rotation? Actually, before I elaborate, what is the present rotation? Map, boss, weapons. What's the rotation? Because I'm trying to just brute force this Eevee outbreaks to get the marked one. Well, you know, the Pokeduco can't figure out. I have yet to play Pokedoku. Look how I simplified it. Absurd sports games are fun. Does backyard baseball count? I used to play that on my computer at my old daycare, the daycare of hell, what we used to call it. Well, the summer camp from hell, as we used to call it. Aerospray, paintbrush, S-Blast, E-Leader, Sock Snake. Okay. What's the map? Oh, Sockeye Station. And Snake. Okay. Can the S-Blast reach Kohazuna? Not Kohazuna. Can the S-Blast reach Salmon Quasar? Grizzly 4 had Ladash, no. Sounds good, Archer. Does the S-Blast's range actually reach Salmon Quasar? Because if not, E-Leader's the only thing that actually could hit it without needing to use the Egg Catapult. It's Ground Blast, probably. Okay. Alright. So, I mean, Aerospray is good for bosses so long as it's not Steelheads or the Flyfish. Paintbrush is a little questionable, I will say. It's very hit or miss, but it can be good. All right. Yeah, Paintbrush I know can hit Steelheads. Or do you mean Paintbrush can hit Salmon Quasar? Yeah, for those who don't know, Ouroboros, one of the Salmonoid bosses in Splatoon, we refer to it as Salmon Rayquaza. Because it's a giant, noodly Salmonoid that flies and is green. So we call it Salmon Quasar. Okay. I feel like we shouldn't be horribly unmatched. The S-Blast does a decent amount. I think that the S-Blast does, what, like 250 base damage? So the E-Leader is it the scoped E-Leader? Because I know the only difference between the E-Leader 4K and the scoped E-Leader is just range. The E-Leader does 600 damage, right? The E-Leader is a 600 damage shot, if I recall. So that should take it out. That should take out the Booyah Bomb in 2 shots. Really? Scope charges don't hit Salmon? Huh, what they did. Okay. Well, you know what, Mudkip? This is a prime opportunity for you to get better at using chargers. This is a prime charger practice opportunity. So, I'll be doing the running of the salmon to take a mental break from shiny Eevee hunting. So you know what? We will be hunting down Salmon Quasar. We will indeed be hunting Salmon Quasar. Yeah, thank you for the acceptance. Yes. So what are the scoped charges? I know there's the scoped splatter shot, scoped Eevee. Are there other scoped chargers? Problem is more close range charger. Okay, that makes no sense, Mudkip. Okay. That math does not check out. You're bad with the close range ones. You're good with the E-leader. I don't understand. You are an enigma wrapped in a mystery inside a puzzle. You make no sense. And that is why I enjoy our conversations. It's good to have, Monkey. Good to have. Alright, I'm gonna need to step out for a sec. Sec soon. So, I gotta unlock the door and also bring some stuff in. So, I will let you guys enjoy the superior chair stream. There we go. Oh wait, wrong jacket. There we go. Right jacket. Welcome back. Yes, it is the chair stream. Hey Chris, how you doing? There we go. Alright, back to the Eevee hunt. It is indeed chair stream over. But yeah, sounds like a plan, Mike. If we will be doing the salmon hunting, the running of the fish. Because the thing is, I always can just do the Eevee shiny it passively on my Scarlet version. I can always just passively go and do that. Because so long as I don't need to connect to the internet for anything on my Scarlet version, I can just keep hunting Eevee here. Which, if it eventually doesn't succeed, then, well, there goes a failed shiny hunt. There goes one. But I mean, honestly, just based on the numbers. So, shiny hunting Eevee was Thursday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. So in 5 days, I got So 5 days, we're up to 25 Eevee. Well, no, Friday, we didn't do Friday. So, yeah, so Thursday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. So, yeah, so well, as we can knock off, like, what, 3 of the shiny Eevee, so 22 in 4 days. Okay. So at that rate, that's what? 4.5 shinies a day? Okay, 5 shinies a day. Okay. Again, we're adding on the ones we're presently today, so that's 5. Yeah, that's 5 shinies then. That would be 5 a day. To get to 80, that would be 16 days minus the 5 days, so 11 days. It's a little, so a week and a half. Okay. That isn't horrible. Now again, that's assuming it behaves as odds. But yes, blast does 150. Okay, 150 indirect. Okay, but yeah, if you're hitting, so the full direct hit should still do 300 to Salmon Rayquaza, right? That's how it should work. Correct? That's how it should work out, right? But yeah, it shouldn't take us that long to get the Eevee shinies. It shouldn't take us that long. Watch it be that I don't actually have the Eevee event saved on my Scarlet version. I'm probably the bigger worry when it comes to shiny hunting the Eevee isn't so much the amount of time it will take as a number of days. I think the bigger issue is what will give out first. My Herba Mystica stockpiles or anything else. 2 goldfish in our tank, one turns the other and says, "Do you know how to drive this thing?" Ha! Sounds like a fishy plan to me. Fishy plan. But yeah, I don't think it's gonna be too bad. Again, a little over. So by the next, what's that? So yeah, we should have this done by the next. Well, we didn't even do it all of Thursday, so. Yeah, all of Thursday wasn't even a full day of shiny hunting yet. And I was also doing a lot of Splatoon, so yeah, it should be significantly less. That would explain why it is the counter is a little bit off. Yeah. Yeah, we should have better odds of future days when it comes to Eevee hunting. Eevee hunting. Well, then again, the other issue would be actually filming videos as a bit of a roadblock. So that's another sort of. Well, then I could go on a mass recording spree, because all I would need to do would just record the next 3 videos for the Indigo Disc, one of which is the Look and Samurai video, and then I guess 3 videos for the Indigo Disc stuff. And I could probably knock those out. So we'll get 2 weeks. You got 3 weeks until the Indigo Disc comes out. I got time. I've got time. Yeah, I could definitely work on that. I got plans. We'll probably be ending off after this sandwich, because Eevee hunting will be passive, and I do have some other stuff to work on. Well, that and also want to do some Samurai. I can actually just do the recording for the Samurott video in between games of Salmon Run, now that I think about it. Now that I think I can just do that. I'll build up the king. Good work, Mudkip. Something that was brought to my attention the other day suggesting the third plus DLC story may hold water. We have Scarlet, Violet, Teal, Mask, Indigo Disc. The visible color spectrum is incomplete. But see, here's the thing, Jared. There is no color on the visible spectrum that is called Scarlet. There is red. There's no Scarlet. Teal also isn't a color on the visible spectrum. It's a combination of red and blue. Salmon Rock. Eevee is like looking at you like, oh man, I'm trying to find the Eevee. Oh no, I've found 25 shiny Eevee. I have found more shiny Eevee than years I have been alive for. So I've found a wealth of shiny Eevee. I'm just looking for the smart one. Evidently, the smart one probably doesn't exist. Salmonarot. Salmon user. I have 0 shiny Eevee. There's already Pokemon Red and Pokemon Green. Okay, but then there's already Blue and Green. That is what Teal is. So that the Teal mask would have been irrelevant in that way. Your hypothesis has been disproven, my friend J. Radman guy. Mr. J-Rad. Teal. I mean, Teal is in that shade between blue and green. Like, it's another thing like blue-green. It occupies that, well, metaphorically speaking, gray zone. Gray zone. I mean, maybe the visible spectrum is what they're doing, but wouldn't they just close in from both ends? Because then, they got Teal and they got Indigo. So they've gotten 3 representations of the color blue. That math isn't mathing. That still leaves yellow and orange accounted for unless they decide to have off the visible spectrum new Pokemon for the 4th lousy 3. No, we already know what they're doing with lousy 4th. Which video on that one coming soon. We know what they're doing on her lousy 4th. As well as coming things soon about the Dipperlane evolution, which I have my doubts about actually whether a Dipperlane evolution is real or not, but I will be going over the evidence for and against it. I will be going over the stuff for it. There's quite a significant number of things and stuff and things. Done with the picnic. Done with the picnic. Indigo is close to blue without reusing the names of the Teal and Green. Okay, but wouldn't Scarlet do the same thing for, like, well, I don't think Scarlet isn't really orange. Scarlet is not really close to orange. I don't know, Jared. Seems a little fussy. But then again, I could do a thing. I could possibly do a thing about that. You know what? DLC 3+. We'll pencil that in as another potential video discussion, because I mean people love those Indigo Disc discussion videos. DLC 4? This is reminding me. This is just reminding me of all those times when it was Black Ops 3, and everyone was like, DLC 5 confirmed as a joke. And then they actually did have a DLC 5 for Call of Duty Zombies. So, who knows? That might be an acting thing, because I used to say, yeah, the DLC 5 joke, and they actually did make a DLC 5. So, that was a thing that happened. But that is going to be all for today, everyone. I think we're going to go on a raid. We are going to go on a raid now. Mudkip, it is salmon time. It's time for the running of the fish. The running of the fish has begun. Fast as the wind, the fishing has begun. Also, Jared, your Jeopardy meme that you sent me, who is the winner of the first Tour de France? Chef's kiss. Chef's kiss. That was a top tier one. Ooh. Interesting. Who do we raid? We gotta find somebody to raid. What type of one? Who's doing some Pokemon stuff? Sure. Oh yes, many. I have. I'm part of r/Samoyed because I love Samoyeds. And ooh. You know, there's someone who's doing some VGC Pokemon stuff. I know we aren't doing some battling, but let's go give them a raid because I do love to support fellow VGC battlers. We go raid the Raging Devonian. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a wonderful night. Well, it's afternoon.